Happy Thursday! How are you doing today? It's another really hot day in Vancouver, so make sure you're staying safe, staying hydrated with lots of water, and maybe try not to go outside in the sun during the hottest times of the day, which is now and 2 o'clock. So be careful, don't get that heat stroke. All right, if you're in the classroom, feel free to say good morning, just so I know who's here today. Okay, so we're almost done this week. So Thursday, as we usually do, we're gonna have a little grammar practice. So for the first part of today's class, we're gonna be doing grammar. Good morning, June. Thank you for letting me know you're here. Excellent, good to see you, as always. Second class, we are going to be doing some more idioms about the home about English idioms about the home. Sorry, mixing up all my words. Kind of happens when I start off the day. Promise I'll get better. All right, and then for the third class, we're going to be doing, it's kind of like grammar, but also discussion. We're going to be doing an exercise about see, look, and watch. So it's all about using our senses of the eyes. Now, see, look, and watch, it's easy to mix them up. So our last class today, our goal is to make it clear which of those three words to use and when. Okay, are we ready to go? Let's do this. So, like I said, we're gonna do some grammar review, adjective order. That's what you've been doing this week. I marked your assignments yesterday, by the way, on your house assignments, and they were lovely. Thank you very much for submitting those. You guys seem to have a very good grasp on this week's grammar, which is great to see. Okay, so let's just do a quick bit of review. If you like, you can feel free to pull out this sheet. Sorry, I kind of printed it funny, so it doesn't look very good on my end, but it should say how to place adjectives in order. So feel free to pull out that sheet if you need a little refresher. So when we are talking about a noun, typically we put an article at the beginning like a, and let's see, we have a noun. Let's think of a noun. Jian, do you want to give me a noun? It can be anything. It could be like any word, like a place or a thing or an animal. Yeah, I'll let you feel free to fill in the blank here. But yeah, when we talk about a noun, typically we'll have an article at the beginning. So such, for example, a dog or a house or a monkey. So, for example, I'm going to be really boring and just say a jacket. Please let me know if you have a more interesting noun and we can work with that instead. So, all right. So first up, so obviously a jacket, pretty simple, but what kind of jacket? Maybe we want to talk about the jacket. For example, maybe you were on the bus, you took off your jacket because you're hot, and you get off the bus. Oh, here's my stop, okay. And then 2 hours later, you realize, oh my gosh, I forgot my jacket on the bus. I am an idiot. Oh. So you have to go to the lost and found. And when you go to the lost and found, you said, hi, I forgot my jacket on the bus. Then the lost and found staff will say, okay, can you tell me what your jacket looks like? Can you describe your jacket to me? So this is where you're going to have to say, okay, you're going to have to put descriptions here. And Ji-eun, you have smartphone and cup. Okay, that's good. Thank you. So let's pretend we lost our smartphone. Let's pretend we lost our smartphone then. Okay, so first we have opinion. So not just any smartphone, not just any awesome pillow. Okay, thank you, Jian. Excellent. Okay, those are enough nouns. That's good, that's good. We just need like one or two. All right, so if you lose your jacket or your smartphone, we have to describe it. So, opinion is the first adjective in order. So let's think of an opinion for our jacket. Okay, so maybe my jacket is beautiful, or I think my jacket is beautiful. Beautiful. And now Jiun or Alejandro, whoever's there, let's think of an opinion. Like, let's say you lost your smartphone. Let's work with the smartphone. We'll do the jacket in the smartphone. So how would you describe your smartphone? What's your opinion on it? Do you think it's like cool, or is it ugly, or is it nice, or think of how would you describe your smartphone? What do you think? Let's see, my smartphone. My smartphone's all right. Not super old, not super new. It's kind of cool. All right. So, what kind of smartphone is this? I got a beautiful jacket. You have a something smartphone. All right. Next, after our opinion, the next adjective to come in is size. Okay. So, Jiun, oh, yours is old. Okay. All right. Actually, this is going to come under age. Okay. So, Jiun, let's say your smartphone is old. And so I'm just going to keep these separate. All right. So we could say maybe an old. All right. So, Jiun lost an old smartphone. All right. For me, I lost a beautiful, maybe my jacket is large. So I got a beautiful, large, new jacket. All right, so I lost my jacket on the bus. It's a beautiful, large, new jacket. If you lost your cell phone on the bus, I lost an old smartphone. Okay, now we can describe it even further. What comes after age? Next is shape. Okay, so for shape, usually jackets do not have a shape. Now, smartphones do not usually have a shape either. So maybe we could skip shape. But here's one. A good one is color. All right. Jiun, what color is your smartphone? What color is it? Let's see. What color is my jacket? Let's say my jacket is pink. Hot pink jacket. All right. So yeah, color is next. So hello, I lost a beautiful, large, new pink jacket. And next we have origin. Where is it from? Origin. Okay. And it's black. All right, so Jiun, you lost an old black smartphone. All right, maybe you need a little bit more detail because maybe at the Lost and Found, the guy says, I have a lot of old black smartphones here. Can you give me some more descriptions? So where is it from? So let's say my jacket is from France. So it's a French jacket. Ooh la la. And where is your cell phone from, Jiun? If you know the origin. Okay. And finally, we have material. So material is what is it made of? So let's say my jacket is made of, Plastic. That sounds really bad, a plastic jacket. But let's say I'm crazy and I think my plastic jacket is really nice. So, all right, so if I lose my jacket on the bus, I could say, hello, I lost a beautiful, large, new pink French plastic jacket. USA. Oh, okay, so we could say American. Yeah, American. All right. So in June, if you lose your phone, you could say, hi, I lost an old black American smartphone. Or maybe you're just describing the way it looks. Now, material, do you know what your smartphone is made of? If you don't know, it's not a big deal. I'm trying to think what a cell phone is made of. Silicone? A lot of stuff is in a smartphone. All right, so yeah, when you're describing a smartphone, maybe you don't have to describe the material, but if you have it, you could definitely feel free to. Okay, so I feel like Alan may have already told you this, but as intimidating as this looks, usually in English, we do not put this many adjectives in front of a noun. It's really rare. Typically, we just put 2 to 3 adjectives, sometimes 4, but it's really rare to go above 4 in one sentence. If you were to go above 4 in one sentence, this is what it would look like. So technically, this is grammatically correct, but it's rare that we use 7 adjectives in one sentence. Okay, so hopefully that quick review was all right. Now, I think what we'll do is let's do this activity here called Order of Adjectives. So it should have a little flag at the top. I don't know what color the flag is because it's in black and white. Okay, so what we'll do is we're not going to do every single one of these because it's a lot. It'll get boring. We'll do like maybe 5 or 6 questions from here. So, oh yes, and sorry, I forgot. So article or number. So you can put numbers in front of here. Numbers. So maybe I have 6 beautiful, large, new pink French plastic jackets. Who knows? Maybe June, maybe you have 2 old black American smartphones. So yeah, articles or numbers can go at the beginning. All right, so let's do number 1. Number 1 has only 2 adjectives, so it's pretty simple. All right, so number 1, the woman is wearing a dress. Okay, what color? So the woman is wearing a yellow long dress or is wearing a long yellow dress? What do you think the answer is? So, long, I think long would fit under size or shape, I think. And then next we have color. So that means the answer is going to be A or B. Next, let's do number 3. And Jess Ji-un, very good. B, it is indeed B. Now, let's do number 3. The company makes blank products. Excellent farming or farming excellent? All right, oh yeah, and farming, farming is the purpose. So for example, smartphone, ski jacket. Okay. So what do you think? This one's going to be A or B? And what would be, let's do number 6. I think number 6 would also be a good one. Number 6. So the blank woman did well on the test. The intelligent young woman or the young intelligent woman? What do you think is going to be the correct answer for number 6? And yes, it is A for letter 3. Very good, because excellent is an opinion. All right, and number 6. What do you think number 6 could be? And let's do number 7 as well. The tickets costs $10 or $10. Okay, actually I've been choosing a lot of these 2 adjectives ones. I'm going to start doing the ones with 3 adjectives after we do number 6 and number 7. Okay. A for letter 6. Yeah, you got it. The intelligent, because intelligent is an opinion. So someone's opinion is that, oh, she's intelligent, like I think she's smart. So yes, it is A. Very good. And last one, number 7. The ticket costs. Okay, yeah, A. Okay, maybe number 7 was too easy, sorry. Okay, let's do a few more, the ones that have 3 adjectives. Let's level up. Okay. Let's do number 9. I am going to wear my blank tie to the wedding. So you got 3 options now. You got A, B, or C. And let's see. I think number 11 would be a good one. She packed her clothes in a blank box. And let's do number 12 and number 14. All right. Number 12. Their dog is a something shepherd. And number 14, my teacher talks for hours. So a lot of these, let's see, this one definitely has an opinion in there. Number 9 is C. I'm going to wear my big blue cotton. Nice, very good. Well done, Jiyun. And next was number 11. She packed her clothes in a green flimsy cardboard. Flimsy green cardboard or cardboard flimsy green? Do you know what flimsy means? So flimsy means it's like, it's not very, okay, I'm trying to think. For example, paper is usually flimsy. It's not tough. It's not strong. 11 is B. Very good. Yes, that's right. So yeah, flimsy would be an opinion for sure. Flimsy, green, cardboard. B. Excellent. And let's see. 2 more. Last 2. And all right. Let's see. Number 12, all about dogs. This is a dog I would love to have actually, except my husband does not want this kind of dog in our apartment because it's too big and it has too much fur. But these are one of my favorite breeds of dogs. Their dog is a brown, big German Shepherd. A big brown German Shepherd. Very good. And last one, number 14. My philosophy old boring. My boring philosophy old, or my boring old philosophy teacher? What do you think? Let's see, we've got purpose, age, and opinion in this one. All right. think you might be able to get this one correct. 14 is D. Very good, Gian. Yes. Oh, this one had many options. Yeah, opinion, boring, age, old, and purpose. Philosophy teacher. Well done, Gian. Okay. So it looks like you've got a pretty good grasp on this grammar. So, let's see. Gian, would you like to do you want to keep practicing, or would you like to do a vocabulary discussion on personalities? Let me know which one you prefer. We can do more practice if you like, or we can do this activity here, which is adjectives about personalities. So yeah, let me know which one you'd prefer to do. I feel like you got a pretty good grasp on this week's grammar already. So maybe we don't need to review so much. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this because I don't think we need it anymore. All right. So yeah, I'll just get rid of this whole thing because I feel like you got this. You got this down. You're good. You good. Okie dokie. Oh. Okay. So, all right, not seeing an answer. Well, I think maybe, let's do this. I think you're going to be doing some grammar practice tomorrow as well anyway. So let's do the vocabulary and discussion on personalities. All right. Vocab and discussion. Oh, okay, you did respond, Gian. Thank you. Okay. All right, so I chose the right one. Excellent. Personalities. Okay, so we have here there are a lot of words here. We're not going to do them all, of course. Let's just choose the ones that we want to do. So, Gian, maybe you could choose some words. Let's start with the first page. Tell me if there are any new words for you or words you don't understand too well, and we can practice doing those, okay? So pick a couple words from the first page and tell me which ones that you would like to do. I'm going to put new words here. Oh yeah, so these are all adjectives, by the way. These are all adjectives that describe people. Yeah, people's personality and animals' personalities. So yeah, some of these are very useful, very good. Now, if you understand every single word here on the first page, cool, that's awesome. You can pick some words from the second or the third page. That's totally fine. If the first page is like no problem at all, pick something from the second or the third page. Or if you know every single word already, let me know and I'll pick a few. But I feel like there might be a couple new words in here, I think. But if you know every single word, just say, hey teacher, I know every single word. I'm smart. Let's see. Oh, perfect. Okay, here we go. So let's see, we have enthusiastic. This is a very good, important word in English, especially if you're applying for a job in Canada. This is a good word to put on your resume. Enthusiastic, bitter, furious, and threatened. Threatened. All right, good choices, Gian. Thank you. All right. So let's go ahead. Let's do enthusiastic. Okay, so let's take a look at the sentence here. Every morning, Sam is so enthusiastic that he jumps out of his bed and begins to sing, la 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 la. So that is enthusiastic. What do you think it means, Jiyoon? Can you give me a synonym? Give me a synonym for enthusiastic. Enthusiastic. So yeah, give me a word that's similar to enthusiastic. Based on this sentence here, what do you think it means? Let me see. If you don't know, if you can't think of anything, that's okay. Just let me know, okay? So enthusiastic. All right, and we're also going to do bitter. Okay. So bitter, it can be used to describe, sometimes it's used to describe food, actually. This is where you often use it. For example, black coffee is very bitter. I don't like black coffee because it's too bitter for me. But this can also be used to describe people as well. So let's take a look at energy. Yeah, so yeah, energetic. Energetic. Yeah, so energetic is the adjective form of energy. Energy is a noun. So yeah, enthusiastic means energetic. Nice. Okay, now for bitter, let's take a look at the example sentence. A year after he was fired from his job, Alan is still very bitter. He has a lot of resentment towards his former boss. Okay, now I don't think this is the same Alan that teaches you guys, by the way. This is just an example sentence. So, bitter. I'll give you another example. 2 years ago, my friend had a wedding, but I wasn't invited to the wedding, even though I thought I was a good friend of hers. So I still feel kind of bitter, like, that wasn't nice. I thought I was your friend. I invited you to my wedding. Why didn't you invite me to your wedding? Yeah, I feel pretty bitter about that. So judging from the sentence here and my example, can you think of a similar word for bitter? Or you can describe what bitter means? Tell me what you think. And I'll write down threatened as well. Threatened. Okay. Bitter is a little bit of a tricky one, but it is a good word to know, I think. We use it sometimes. If we have bad blood with somebody from the past, we feel bitter towards them. Tell me what you think. Bitter. If you have difficulty thinking of a word that's similar to bitter, you can use a dictionary. It'd be better if you don't, but if you really need to, you can use a dictionary or like use your phone to look up some synonyms for bitter. But hopefully the sentence here and my examples give you an idea so that you could think of a word on your own without a dictionary. Okay. I'm going to move on to threatened in the meantime. Okay. So Katie feels threatened every time her boyfriend talks to another girl. She thinks that every girl wants to steal him. Ooh, so that's threatened. I'm trying to think of another idea. Don't approach a bear. If the bear feels threatened, it will attack you. That's why you should never try to touch a bear or get close to a bear. So see if you can think of a synonym for threatened. I'm not seeing anything pop up for bitter. Let me try and think of a good, I think a good synonym would be upset. I think upset is a fairly good synonym to use. So someone who's, if you're bitter, remember that wedding I was talking about? Well, not a true story, by the way. I wasn't invited to I wasn't invited to my friend's wedding, so I felt bitter, like a little bit upset. So bitter, it especially means we are upset about something from the past, especially. This is especially used to talk about things that happened in the past. Something from the past. Okay. And threatened. I feel like this might be the trickiest one of the three. Threatened. I'm trying to think of a really good synonym. If you can think of a synonym, that would be awesome. Please write it down. It would be helpful for me. Threatened. What is a good synonym for threatened? Give it a try. See if you can come up with something. Okay. Already halfway through my water. Hope you guys are drinking water too, by the way. It's super hot out there. Ooh. Okay. I'm going to erase the board up here. I'm going to leave threatened open, but I want to ask you a couple of discussion questions using these idioms. Okay. So, first question. What is something you are enthusiastic about? Okay, so that's question number one. Question number two. Do you ever feel bitter about things that happened in the past? That happened in the past. If so, what are you bitter about? Bitter about. Okay, so I'm not seeing anything come up for threatened. So the best synonym I can think of is scared. Scared is quite similar to threatened. So the example here, like it says, Katie feels threatened every time a girl talks to her boyfriend. So she feels kind of scared, but in the sense that she wants to fight back. So scared doesn't always mean you want to fight back. Sometimes you're scared and you don't want to do anything. So threatened is more like scared and be ready to fight. I think that's one good way to describe it. If I can think of a better if I can think of a better synonym, if I can think of a better synonym, I will let you know. This is the best I can think of right now. Maybe I can look up something in my phone for a minute. Okay, so don't worry if you didn't get a synonym for this, like it's okay. This is the trickiest one to come up with a synonym for. So for now, let's do these discussion questions. So Jian, what is something that you are enthusiastic about? It can be anything. It can be like cooking or hiking, school or studying. It can be anything. Just try to use the adjective. So for example, I am enthusiastic about nature. So I love to go bird watching, and I really enjoy hiking in the mountains, and I love to look at flowers and try to identify them. So I feel very enthusiastic about nature or learning about the outdoors. So that's my answer. What about you? What are you enthusiastic about? Let me know in the comments. And Alejandro, if you're here, I'm not sure if you are, please feel free to also answer this question. All right, so get rid of this. Just do a bit of cleanup over here while you guys type out your answers. Let me just quickly prepare something. Don't mind me. What do you feel enthusiastic about? Synonym. Okay. I thought of another good, okay, I found another good synonym. Pressured. Pressured is another good synonym for threatened or even bullied. So these might be better synonyms for threatened. My apologies that I didn't think of these before. But yeah, I quickly looked up some better synonyms. So pressured, bullied, these are probably better ways to describe threatened. But yeah, I mean, when this happens, you might feel a bit scared. Okay, so let's see. What makes you enthusiastic? Maybe you guys are thinking. That's okay. Keep on thinking and typing if you need to. If you can't think of anything, oh, there we go. Okay, so Jian is enthusiastic about going sightseeing in Vancouver. Oh, good. Okay, nice. That's a good thing to be enthusiastic about, especially now since it's sunny and the weather is beautiful. Excellent, Jian. Okay. I just wanted to fix just a little grammar mistake if that's okay with you. So I am enthusiastic about, you could just say sightseeing. Sightseeing in Vancouver. So usually when we talk about cities, we don't use the. So when we talk about a city name, don't use the, but you could say in Vancouver or around Vancouver. Just a small little grammar error. Very good, Jian. Thank you for your answer. Now, number 2. Okay, this might be a bit of a trickier answer. This might be a bit of a trickier question. So, do you ever feel bitter about things that happened in the past? So here you could say yes or no. If you do say yes, what are you bitter about? Let's see. Okay. Oh, sweet. Yes. Smiley face. Very cute. So, for example, me, do I ever feel bitter? I try not to be bitter, but sometimes I think, Yes, I do feel a little bitter about things that happened in the past sometimes. What do I feel bitter about? Okay, this is going to sound kind of petty and silly, but sometimes I feel bitter about my relationship with my past boyfriend. So, in this relationship, he was a very nice guy, but I felt like I had to do a lot of work to keep our relationship happy. So I had to plan the dates and I had to help him out with many things because he was not from Vancouver, he was from somewhere else. So I kind of had to help him with his life here. And I felt like I was putting in a lot of energy and he didn't put in much energy to our relationship. So sometimes I feel a little bit bitter about that, but I try not to. So yeah, that's my silly little bitter thing. I feel like many people feel bitter about their past relationships sometimes, but do you ever feel this way? Do you ever feel bitter about things that happened in the past? And if you do, what do you feel bitter about? Oh yes, okay, Jiyoon, what do you feel bitter about? If you don't want to talk about it, just say, I don't want to talk about it. That's totally okay. If you do want to talk about it, feel free to type it out. I won't judge you either way. It's fine. Okay. And I'm going to think of one more question. What makes you feel threatened? What makes you feel threatened? Okay, so I'll let you type out your answer for number 2. Keep typing. So we're going to work with threatened now. Let's get rid of this. Oh, okay. Let me get some more water because I'm always thirsty. Oh my goodness. All right. So the third question, what makes you feel threatened? What makes you feel threatened? So the example in that sheet was Katie's boyfriend talking to other girls. Oh, because of your boss. Oh, okay, Jiyoon. Nice. Okay, well, not nice, but I mean, all right, I think that's a very common feeling. Okay, so Jiyoon, maybe you could say, I feel bitter about my boss. I feel bitter about my boss. So this is a good way to use this, not idiom, this particular adjective. Okay, good. I think I have a similar feeling actually with one of my past bosses. That's okay. Okay, good, thank you. So, number 3, what makes you feel threatened? Like, what situations make you feel threatened? So, in the activity sheet, Katie feels threatened when her boyfriend talks to other girls. For me, what makes me feel threatened? Maybe when I'm hiking and if I see a bear coming along, I feel pretty threatened. That's not a very good example, but every time I see a bear come close to me, I feel threatened. Even the bear usually doesn't do anything to me, but I'm still like pretty like, oh my God, I gotta do something, like it's kind of scary. So that's one situation where I feel threatened. But when do you feel threatened? What kind of situations make you feel threatened? Maybe it's also bears, but maybe it's something to do with work or with your friends or with your family or with people on the street even. Yeah. Spitting everywhere, sorry. Drooly. All right, let's get rid of this. And let's take a look. What else? Oh yeah, furious. Okay. I think we have time for one more. Okay. Furious. Keep typing out number 3, by the way. I'm just getting the next thing ready. What makes you furious? Alrighty. Okay, so, and if you can't think of an answer, that's totally fine. Don't worry too much about it. I'm going to start explaining furious in the meantime. All right. Yes, that was one of the words. Okay. All right. So the example sentence we have here is, I am absolutely furious. Ah! I cannot believe that my dog chewed my favorite shoes. Now they're ruined. All right, so this one I feel like might be easier compared to threatened and some of the other adjectives we have. So another way we can describe furious is, there's 1 or 2 adjectives that work here. So what do you think furious means? That's okay, June, if you don't have an idea. That's fine. Totally fine. Yeah, this it's kind of hard to think of an example on the spot. I had to think too. Don't worry too much about it. All right, let's move on to furious. I think furious will be easier to think of an answer. So for furious, what do you think it means? So this person, like, their favorite shoes have been chewed up and destroyed by their dog. Obviously, they're not happy. They are really, they're absolutely furious. They are, I don't think you'll need a dictionary for this one. They are so, this word starts with an A, perhaps, or, yeah, very angry. Very good, June. Yeah, it means very angry. Very angry. Yeah, all right. So, June, what makes you furious? What makes you really angry? I'm trying to think what makes me furious. Not much. I'm trying to think. I guess for me, maybe sexist men make me furious. So, for example, if a man comes up to a woman, if they come up to me or a woman and they say, hey, like, you are like super ugly, like, go back home, make me a sandwich, like, you don't deserve to live if you don't look like a supermodel. What's some other things they could say? Basically, they're just being absolutely horrible to women. Women should stay home and cook and raise the children. Women can't work. Women can't drive. So sexist people make me furious. So yeah, that's sexist. So basically it means people who treat women or people of other genders very badly. Like, they are rude. It's awful. I hate this. This makes me furious. What makes you furious? Oh, we only got 1 minute left. Okay, so type out your answer if you can. If you can't type it out, don't worry. I can read it after the break, so there's no pressure. Okay, because yeah, we are unfortunately at the end of our class. But yeah, June, if you can, feel free to type out your answer and I can read it out and respond to it in the next class. Okay, well done with the grammar review and with our new vocabulary. We will see you in 10 minutes after the break. Bye-bye. guys. Hope you had a nice break there. All right. So like I said, we're going to be moving on to idioms about the house now. Jian, did you happen to type anything out for this question here? What makes you furious? If you didn't, that's totally fine. Don't worry about it. If you did type something out though, feel free to send it off to me. But again, don't feel like you have to type this out. Okay, so I'm just going to erase this. And let's move on to, oh, here we go. Okay, Jian, you have a sentence. My husband plays games for a long time. It makes me furious. Oh, you know what? That also makes me furious when my husband does that. He does the same thing. He plays a cell phone game all the time, even at the dinner table. And that makes me furious too, actually. So I totally forgot about that. Great sentence. I feel ya, sister. Totally feel ya. All right. So just remember, it's not it's make me furious. It makes me furious. Just a small little correction I want to make there. It makes me furious. Absolutely, yeah, okay. Thank you so much for contributing that sentence there, Jian. Again, I know your pain. Oh my Lord. My husband needs a new hobby. He needs a new hobby. Okay, so we're gonna move on to idioms. If we have time, we can keep going with that adjective activity because I think it's a good activity. But I would like to follow the schedule and go over some idioms. Okay, so here we have English idioms about the home. Now, are these idioms, are these new or did you learn about these on Monday? I think they're new, but just in case, can you tell me if you already learned some of these? If not, I'm gonna start going ahead and writing out some of these idioms. Okay, so first one, there's no place like home. There's no place like home. There is no place like home. There's no place like home. Okay, so basically, it means like your home is a very special place. There is only one place in the world that is your home. So the example we have here, okay, the holiday was great, but there is no place like home. So maybe you went on a really fun holiday to Australia and you had so much fun, but you do miss your home a bit. Like when you get back home, you feel a bit relieved and happy. After all, there's no place like home. Okay, and let's do make yourself at home. Make yourself at home. Make yourself at home. Put your elbows on the table. Make yourself at home. Okay, so basically this means make yourself comfortable, relax. So remember how yesterday I explained the word feel free to? Like, hey, welcome to my place. Feel free to sit down and grab a drink. So this is kind of a similar sentiment or a similar feeling to feel free to. So when someone says make yourself at home, that means relax, get comfortable, don't need to be formal. This is a very common thing we say in Canada. If you ever visit someone's house and they say this to you, that means you can relax and be comfortable. And if you ever have someone visit your home, you could try using this as well. Give it a try next time a friend comes to visit you. All right, next up we have be home and dry. Be home and dry. This is not an idiom that I see too often. Maybe I'm not talking to the right people, But to be home and dry basically means to complete something. So to successfully complete something. So here's a real example. I'll write it out. I just have to finish my final assignments for my online course, and I'll be home and dry. I'll be home and dry. Okay, so I have a big assignment due on Tuesday. Once I hand this assignment in, I'll be home and dry. I'll be finished my course. Woohoo! Oh, I can't wait to be done this course. It's a difficult course. Okay, now I would like you to try to make an example sentence using be home and dry. So, Ji-eun, could you try to make your own sentence using this idiom? Tell me if you can. You can make up a situation. You don't have to talk about yourself. You can if you want to. You can just make up a sentence. To be home and dry. So to successfully finish something. Especially like kind of a bigger project or activity. So I'll let you go ahead and type out an example sentence if you can think of something. So I'm going to get rid of these ones here. All right. And what's next? Home in on. All right. So our next idiom is home in on. Okay. So here you kind of have an actual picture of a target. So when you're homing in on something, you're kind of fixing yourself to a target. Like you're almost, think of it as like a bow and arrow and you're aiming for something. To home in on almost means like to aim at something. Okay, so a good example I can give here. My dog always homes in on the most disgusting smells. Disgusting smells. All right, so let's pretend here's a bush and maybe there's like a dead animal. Maybe it's like a dead rat and it stinks. It's awful. Oh my God. And maybe so my dog, here's my dog. It looks really silly, I know. But he has a very good sense of smell. So he homes in on this smell. And he's like going around, and he finally gets to the rat. And he's like, yay, I found the rat. And then he tries to eat it and roll in it, and it's gross. So that is what home in on means. Okay. How are we doing with be home and dry? How is this idiom? Can you think of anything? If you can't think of anything, that's totally fine. Just let me know if you can't think of anything for this particular idiom. And maybe we could think of something together. Okay. More water. Hydration is key. Okay. And we have one more idiom. Okay. Close to home. All right. Close to home. All right. Okay. So, okay, the board's getting a little crazy, so I'm going to erase the dog homing in on the dead rat smell. Okay. And let's see. I'm going to get rid of be high and dry, be home and dry. Okay. Home and dry. Okay, so close to home. So literally, here is a picture, and here is something that is close to home. So this means like near, close to home. So basically, typically it's Gian, okay, you got a very good sentence there. I buy something alone without my husband, and I'll be home and dry. Okay. I guess it's tricky because your husband likes to buy things with you, or he doesn't want you buying anything. So yeah, that can be a big project. Good. Nice. Okay, good sentence. Thank you. Maybe at the start, you want to say, if I buy something, or when I buy something alone. When I buy something alone without my husband, I'll be home high and dry. That's probably a good way to say it. Nice. Okay. So let's do the last one, close to home. So usually this thing, typically these are comments, like things that people might say about you. Okay, so let's say, for example, I'm trying to think of a really good example. This is not the best example, but in the past, when I was teaching in Japan and Thailand, my students would tease me and they'd say, "Oh, teacher, you're so fat." And I'd be like, "No, I'm not. Shut up. I don't care." But actually, their comments hit close to home because I knew, like, okay, yeah, I am kind of fat, especially compared to most people in Japan and Thailand. I definitely am fat. So when those students teased me about my comments, yeah, I felt. Oh, sorry, I just saw your message, Gian. I am a little afraid to talk in English. Do you mean here on the board you're afraid to talk in English? Or are you doing an example sentence to one of the questions? Sorry, I'm a little bit confused. Could you explain a bit? If you're afraid, if you mean you're afraid to talk in English on the board or in person, try not to be too afraid. It's okay. Like, it's totally fine to make mistakes. It's how we learn. It's how we learn a new language. I'm a little, no, okay. So not in class. I am a little afraid to talk in English. Sorry, could you explain a little bit more by that comment? Sorry, I'm a little bit confused by the context of what you mean. Let's see. Yeah, just wanna. Is everything going okay? Like, are you having a bit of trouble in class? Or like, is there something we can do to help? Just let us know, okay? So I know there's a bit of a time lag in your messages in my video, so maybe that's why I'm having a bit of difficulty understanding the last sentence you typed out. But anyway, yeah, just let me know if there is an issue that we can fix, okay? All right, so I'm gonna write out an example sentence for this, the one I just talked about. Okay, so when my old students, oh, this class is okay. Whew, okay, I'm glad to hear that. Okay, I thought you were just, I thought you were a little nervous or upset about something. Okay, thank you. Okay, just wanted to check in. Thanks, Jiyun. Okay, if you have any other concerns, let me know though, okay? All right, so back to close to home. When my old students in Thailand called me fat, their comments hit close to home. We often say hit close to home. Wow, I'm not writing to home. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. All right, so that is what close to home means. So typically it's like when comments, they really affect you. Like they might make you feel kind of sad or upset. Like they can make you feel strong emotions. Okay, so for this idiom, Jiyun, I was wondering, would you be able to write an example sentence for me, kind of similar to this? So you could write about something that has hit you close to home in the past, or you can make up something different. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of home in on. So this is done. Okay, and I think that's our last idiom. Woohoo! All right. So has this ever happened to you? Has someone ever said something to you that hit close to home? What did they say that really hit you close to home? So yeah, this is my example with my Thai students calling me fat. Those comments hit close to home for me. I felt kind of sad and a little upset, but it's fine. Okay. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'm just going to, we'll do 4 or 5 more idioms. I'm just going to write down a few more up here. Home. Away from home. Okay. So here I'm going to draw a picture. So this is a real home. Maybe it's in Vancouver. And then somewhere over here is a home away from home. Home away from home. Okay. And in this example, I'm going to use the town of Whistler. So, a home away from home is somewhere where you feel just as comfortable as you do in your real home. So, this is my mom and dad. So, they love to go to Whistler for vacation often. Whistler is their home away from home. They feel just as happy and comfortable in Whistler as they do here in Vancouver. So Whistler is my parents' home away from home. Home away from home. Okay, so that is their home away from home. And if you cannot think of a sentence for this, don't worry, no biggie, that's totally fine. This can be tricky to think of a situation where this happens. Maybe you're strong and nothing hits close to home for you. You're just like, whatever. Say whatever you want about me. I don't care. I'm cool. I wish I was more like that. But sometimes comments hit a little too close to home for me. Okay, so I'll get rid of this down here. If you do have a sentence, feel free to send it though. I would love to read it out. And I can correct any grammar mistakes if you like. Okay. Ooby dooby dooby dooby. Okay. So this might be an easier sentence for you to make an example of. So my question for you is, do you have a home away from home? Home away from home. If so, if you do, where is it? Where is it? Okay. So, do you have a home away from home? Like my parents, their home away from home is Whistler. So, if you have a home away from home, where is it? So for me, yeah, I think I have a home away from home. I guess my parents' home. My parents' home is kind of like my home away from home. My real home is in New Westminster with my husband, but I often go to see my parents in their home. I used to live here when I was a child, so I'm familiar with the place. My parents are always like, "Hey Mel, welcome. Make yourself at home. Help yourself to some drinks. Feel free to relax." So my parents' home is my home away from home. So let me know if you have a home away from home too, and where it is. It's nice to have a home away from home. If you have trouble at your own home, sometimes it's nice to be able to go to your home away from home and just relax. Okay. Oh, sorry. Forgot to show you. So we have this sheet here with some idioms. We're not going to do every single one. Way too many idioms. So I've just circled a couple that I'd like to do with you. A few that I think are pretty good. So home away from home is on this sheet. So for this sheet, I'm going to try to draw pictures just to make it kind of easier to understand. Okay. And next idiom. Home is where the heart is. Okay, so home is where the heart is. So here's a picture, and here's a heart. So home is where the heart is. So basically, a home, it's not just a physical house, but it's also where, you have people that you love. And maybe you have your community, like there's a whole bunch of other people here too. So home is where the heart is. Basically that means your house, not just a physical space, but it's a place where the people you love and care about are. So that's what it means. Home is where the heart is. I think, isn't that the title of this week's theme? Home is where the heart is? Yeah. So your home can look like, your house can look like anything. It doesn't matter if your house is big or small, or maybe you live in a boat, who knows? But as long as you have people you care about, you are home. That is where the heart is. All right. How are we doing? We doing okay? I noticed things have gotten a bit quiet. I'm not seeing new comments pop up. So, is everything doing okay? Do you guys have any questions about these idioms? Do you want more examples from any of them? Am I moving too fast? Or is everything okay? Just let me know if it's okay or if you need help with something. Let's see. This is done. And I think it will do. It's okay. All right, June. Okay, good. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly go over 2 more idioms, and then I think we can move on to some conversation questions instead. Okay, so last two idioms I want to go over. So we're going to get rid of home away from home. Get rid of home is where the heart is. And let's see. Okay. On the house. So on the house. On the house. All right. So I'm just going to draw a pizza here. This is a very silly drawing, I know. So on the house means something is free. So basically, pretend you go to a restaurant, you get some food, and maybe you also get some champagne. And then maybe they hear that it's your birthday. So the server says, oh, it's your birthday. Happy birthday. Champagne is on the house. So that means the restaurant pays for your champagne. It's pretty nice, hey? Sometimes it happens if you go to a restaurant for your birthday, your dessert is on the house. You get it for free. Has this ever happened to you? Jiun, have you ever had something on the house before? Has this ever happened to you? It's happened to me before. On my birthday 2 years ago, I went to an Italian restaurant in New Westminster. Really nice Italian restaurant, great food. I got a glass of champagne or prosecco, a glass of, I think it was some sort of bubbly drink, and dessert. So I got a glass of prosecco and dessert on the house. So I got it for free. Has this ever happened to you? What did you get on the house? It doesn't happen super often, just sometimes. Anyway, let me know if this has ever happened to you, if you've ever gotten something on the house. Typically, it refers to food and drinks, usually just food and drinks. Okay, now I'm going to move on to our last idiom. Whoop. To get on. To get on like a house on fire. Okay. To get like a house on fire. Okay. So this house is on fire. Okay, so houses are normally made of wood, so they burn really quickly and they burn really well. So basically this means to get on with someone, like you get along with someone really well. Whee! So, oh, on your birthday you got a coupon, Jiun. Oh, where did you get a coupon? Was it to a restaurant or a special store? That's pretty cool. Nice. Maybe I'll get a birthday coupon or something this year. My birthday is in August, so I gotta get something special. I should look for something special. All right, so to get on like a house on fire, basically it means to get along with someone really well. Like you're talking a lot, you understand each other, maybe you're joking a lot. So you get along easily, just like a fire catches on house easily because it's made of wood. So that's what to get on like a house on fire means. Okay, so Starbucks. Oh, okay, yeah, I know. Yes. I know that deal. Okay, yeah, on your birthday, you get a drink on the house at Starbucks. Good, yeah. So maybe we could write that sentence out together. So here's what we could say. On her birthday, Jiun got a Starbucks drink. Starbucks drink on the house. Oops. Good, yeah. I've done that once as well. I gotta do it this year. I didn't do it last year, but I'm gonna get my drink on the house at Starbucks this year. I'm determined to do it. Nice, good sentence. Thank you, Jiyoon. Thank you for your response. Okay, so here is our last idiom, to get on like a house on fire. All right, so now I'm gonna ask you, Jiyoon, is there anybody you get on with like a house on fire? Like, is there anyone you really get along with? Let's see. Who do you get on with like a house on fire? Like a house on fire, question mark. So that's my question to you. So here's my example. My friend Alex and I get on like a house on fire. Like a house on fire. So that's my example. And you could make a sentence really similar to that too. So my friend Alex, I met her back almost 10 years ago, maybe 8 years ago. I met her at university. She and I had kind of similar personalities, and we were taking 2 of the same classes together, and we could make each other laugh. And so she and I got on like a house on fire. We became friends really quickly, and we're still friends today. So yeah, do you have any friends like this? Or maybe you get on with your parents or sisters or brothers or co-workers. It could be anybody, literally. Maybe your boss. Maybe you and your boss get on like a house on fire. I feel like that's kind of rare, but it does happen. It does happen if you have a really, really cool, really fun boss. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of this. And then we're gonna move on to discussion. Okay. So, let's see. All right, so after you finish, good, okay. My friend Nanjin and I get on like a house on fire. Excellent, very good, Jiyoon. Excellent example, thank you. Nice. It's always good when you have a friend who you can get on like a house of fire. That's great. Wonderful, thank you for your example sentence. Very good, very good. Okay, so for the last 15 minutes, what we are going to do is conversations, talking about the home. Okay, so the sheet, the file I want you to get, it will look like this on the front, but we are not going to use the front, part of my silly X. We are going to use the back, but please try to find that sheet that says talking about the home. But we're going to be doing the conversation questions on the back. So please pull this out. Talking about the home. About the home. Okay, so this could be good practice for your oral quiz, actually. So I think that's due on Monday. So yeah, this will hopefully help you prepare for the oral quiz coming up. Alrighty, so let's see. Which question? We're not going to do all the questions because we don't have time. And some of them are not like really good questions. Okay, so let's see. Let's do number 3. Number 3, describe your bedroom. I don't know, I feel like describing the kitchen in the bathroom is a little bit boring. I think describing the bedroom is a little bit more interesting. So, please describe your bedroom. Now, when I ask you to do this, remember, it might be good to try to use some of the grammar from this week. So try to think about using adjectives to describe your bed or your sofa or any furniture in your bedroom. So for example, I'm going to talk about my bedroom. So my bedroom, and I'm not going to write it out. So I could say I have a cozy small bedroom. So yeah, I have a cozy small bedroom. All right, so here are my two adjectives, opinion and size, with a large square black bed. So we got shape, size, color, and object. With a large square black bed, what else is in my bedroom? Two black wooden dressers and a nice large window. Okay, so that is my description of my bedroom. I kept it pretty short. So my bedroom actually looks kind of boring. It has a bed, two black wooden dressers, and a nightside table. That's it. It is a very boring bedroom. I think I need to do some renovations. Okay, so tell me about your bedroom. Can you describe your bedroom for me? So remember, try to use a couple of adjectives and try to put them in the right order if you can. Now, you don't have to talk about everything in your bedroom. Like, you can talk about like 2 or 3 things at most for this question. So yeah, go ahead. Describe your bedroom to me. I have a soft, big black bed. Very nice. Okay. Yeah, kind of like me. I have a similar big black bed too. It's pretty soft. Nice. Anything else in your bedroom? If that's it, that's totally fine. Just let me know if that's it. If you have anything else in your bedroom, feel free to describe it though. Okay. I'm going to erase my answer in the meantime because I don't think we need this anymore. Okie dokie. Get rid of all this stuff. Oh, okay. Now, number 4. Let's do number 4 because you might, I don't know, again, I don't like talking about the kitchen much, but you might have to do some conversations about the kitchen and your quiz. I don't actually know. So just in case, let's talk about the kitchen a little bit. So, what appliances or objects do you use to cook with? Okay. So what appliances or objects do you use to cook with? So for me, I often cook with a large steel crusette pot. Okay, so La Crusette, this is like a special kind of pot from France, I think. So it's like, this is the brand name, Crusette Pot, like smartphone. Oh, okay, nice, Gian. Okay, so you have a big, soft, big black bed and a little brown lamp. Nice. Okay, thank you for describing your bedroom. Excellent. So I often cook with a large steel, I think it's called La Crusette. It's a brand name, again, La Crusette pot. And with a long wooden spoon. So that's what I usually cook with. What else do I cook with? Sometimes I cook with a large old iron cast pan. So it's very old and rusty. It's kind of gross. So sometimes I cook with a large iron cast pan. So what do you cook with? What objects or appliances do you use to cook with? What else? I also use, you don't have to write this much, by the way, I'm just giving some more examples. I also use an old white cutting board. An old white cutting board. Wow. B-O-A-R-D. And some nice steel cutting knives. So here's the purpose. Cutting knives. I think they're made of steel. I'm not sure. Okay, so Gian, don't feel like you have to write all of this down right now. I'm just giving a couple of examples. Let me know what you cook with. Which appliances or objects do you use to cook with? I use a lot, I think. I'm in the kitchen almost every night. I try to cook as much as I can. So I'm using a lot of appliances. But typically I use my La Crusette pot the most, and I use a frying pan and a cutting board and knives. I do a lot of chopping, a lot of stir frying, and like a lot of boiling. Busy in the kitchen. I'm a busy kitchen mama. And I'm going to be cooking again tonight. Taco rice. It's going to be so good. Hopefully it'll be nice. We did taco salad last night. So we still got taco beef. So we're going to have taco rice. So when I make my taco rice, what am I going to need? I'm going to have to reheat the beef in my old cast iron pan, frying pan. And let's see, I'm going to have to use my old white cutting board to slice up some vegetables like avocados and tomatoes. And I'm going to use my shiny new cheese grater to grate some cheese. And voila, I will have taco salad. Oh, and I'm going to use my big white Zojirushi rice cooker. So that's what I'm going to use tonight. All right, so I'm guessing you have a lot to type out. So again, you can keep it short. Oh, nice. Okay, so Gian often cooks with a blue knife and a big white stove. Good, nice. Okay, so remember, knife, if it's singular, we say N-I-F-E, one knife. But if you have two or more, we say knives, so K-N-I-V-E-S. So just be careful if it's singular or plural. So if you cook with one knife, so I often cook with a blue knife. A blue knife. That sounds nice. I like the color blue. My knives are boring. They're not, they're just like gray. I need more colorful kitchen appliances, I think. Nice. Thank you, Gian. Good answer. I also have a big white stove that I cook with. I wonder if we have the same big white stove. Yeah, I use my stove a lot for cooking. Almost every day. I think my stove is the most important tool in my kitchen. That in my fridge. My fridge and my stove are the most important kitchen appliances. Okay, so I think we have time for one more question, maybe two questions. Let's see. Let's do, okay. Let's do number 10. Let's do number 10. So, what do people commonly have in their kitchens, in your country? So this might be interesting because we get to talk about a little bit of, cultural differences. So in Korea, Jiyoon, what do people commonly have in their kitchens? So for example, in Canada, people commonly have, let's see, a microwave for sure, a toaster, so we can make toast, a blender, an oven, and a stove. In their kitchens. So I think that's typically what people have. Of course, people will have a fridge. I think that's pretty much a given. People will usually have a fridge and a sink in their kitchens, but that seemed a bit obvious, so I left that out. So I feel like when I was in Japan, for example, I noticed ovens are really rare. I didn't see many ovens in people's apartments in Japan. My apartment had no oven. That was kind of difficult. It had a toaster oven though. But in Canada, I feel like most places, they come with an oven and a stove. Sometimes this can be collectively called a cooker. I don't hear this word too often, but sometimes we call this a cooker. So there's almost always a cooker in the home in Canada, wherever you go, I think. But what about in Korea? What are some, maybe is it common to have an oven? Or what about a microwave or a toaster? Or do you guys have some different stuff in the kitchen compared to some people in Canada? I think these are the most common appliances that I can think of that one would see in a Canadian kitchen. Most Canadian kitchens. Every kitchen's different. All right, so we got 1 minute to finish this question before we go on to our next break. Do a little stretch. Oh, get those wrists out. What else do we have? What else is really common? Fridge, sink. Can't really think of much else. A counter, I suppose. And of course, you have your typical knives, cutting boards, forks, and spoons, pots and pans. That's also some other common kitchen appliances. Okay, so we are at the end of our second class now. If you do have an answer, feel free to throw it in. Oh, and there we go. We have a kimchi refrigerator. Oh, nice. Okay, that is something that very few Canadians have. So that's cool. I've never seen a kimchi refrigerator before. I love kimchi though. I would love to get one. Okay, thank you for your answer, Jiyoon. We're gonna take a 10-minute break now, so we'll see you after the break. Bye. Welcome back to class, guys. All right, last class. We're almost done. Woohoo! How are we feeling, guys? Are we feeling good? Are we feeling hot? Hopefully we're all good and okay. I got myself some more water. I'm good to go. Okay, so what are we doing now? We are at our elective class time. So we are going to talk about the differences between see, look, and watch. Now, like I said at the start of class today, these all involve the eyes, but we have 3 different verbs, which is kind of confusing. A lot of students do have some trouble with this at first, so the aim of this class is to help us understand when to use these 3 verbs. Okay, so I would like you to please pull out, we got a lot of sheets for this. So we got 2 sheets here. So here we kind of have a very basic looking sheet. And here we have a much more detailed looking sheet. Feel free to follow along with these sheets. I have a chart up here that's going to help explain it though. Okay, so let's do see. Okay. So what is see? So for see, this is a sense. You don't think about it. Naturally, you can see. Like you open your eyes, boop, you can see everything. So it's something, so you do this without thinking. Without thinking. Okay. So, for example, maybe I'm going to ask you a question. So sometimes if my pen is old, and so let's say I'm writing something. Okay, so hey guys, can you see the writing on this board? Can you see it? And if you can, you'd be like, yes, I can see it. Or you could say, no, I can't see it. So, can you see the writing on this board? On this board? Okay, so I actually want you guys to respond to this question. Can you see the writing on this board? So just say, yes, I can see. Or you can say, no, I can't see. So just type it out and just to get a bit of practice. Okie doke? Go ahead. What else? So yeah, basically this is involuntary. It's just simply you see things around you with your eyes. All right, and look. Okay, so look. So you do this while thinking. So you have to concentrate on this. So you are focusing on something. You are focusing on something. And so basically, for example, if someone wants to get your attention, they might be, hey, look at that funny looking dog. That's weird. So look at that funny looking dog. So sometimes, okay, and yes, I see it. Excellent. Thank you for confirming, Jian. That is how you use see. So look at. So often this can be used with pointing. So sometimes someone might point at something. And yeah, here's the funny looking dog. And maybe it has like some kind of funny ears. All right, so that's how you use look. You do think about it. So like you direct your eyes, you actually look at something. So this is look, like you're actively thinking, you're actively using your eyes. Now, what about watch? Actually, maybe Jian, maybe you could think, could you write out an example sentence using look? Could you use an example sentence? Using the word look. So if you want to get someone's attention to look at something. And in the meantime, watch. Okay, let's do watch. Okay, so this is, so you watch something that is moving or happening. That is moving or happening. So often, for example, this is usually used with like TV, movies, sometimes even people, like you can people watch. That's a pastime. Sometimes you can watch the clouds or the stars. Yeah, watch the stars or the night sky. Yeah, so basically you're usually watch. Think about like you're very passively doing this. So this is rather passive, where this is more active, I would say. So often, typically, you're sitting or standing there and you're just watching things kind of go by. So think of TV or movies for watch. Think of objects for look and see. All right, is this making any sense so far? Let me know if you're having any trouble with this, and I can give more examples and better explanations. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to think of I am looking at the computer. Yeah, that could be good. Yeah, I am looking at the computer. Nice. Yeah, I always look at the computer a lot, so yeah. Good, very good, Jiyun. And so watching, I love to watch Netflix every night. Okay, so that is my example sentence for watch. And Jiyun, could you create an example sentence for watch for me? Okay. Oof, I'm getting a little bit hot and I don't know why. That's okay. Boop, 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 boop. More water. All right, what shall we do next? And okay, and let me take a look. I'm just going to prepare for the next activity, so don't mind me if I get a little bit quiet. Let's see. Okay. So, okay, I think I decided what we're going to do next. So I'm going to erase the board if that's okay. I'll let you take a picture if you need to. So I'm going to erase it in 3, 2, 1. Bye-bye board. Okay, so we'll get rid of this. Feel free to keep writing out your watching sentence. Okay. Okay, let's get rid of this. And get rid of that. Make it all clean. Do you guys like to watch Netflix? I do. I love to watch YouTube. I love to watch Korean drama. I see Jiyun likes Korean dramas. Very nice. I heard they're very popular. I haven't really watched any lately. My husband and I tried to watch Crash Landing Onto You, about the woman who flies into North Korea by accident. We watched one episode and we thought it was okay. Maybe we'll watch the second one. Nice. Okay, thank you for your contribution. Excellent. All right, so let's do this exercise here. We're not going to do every single question. We're just going to do like 5. Okay, so you have to choose between see, look, or watch. Okay, so number 1. Ugh, I'm tired. I stayed up late last night. Blank rubbish TV. Rubbish TV. So rubbish means like junk, like useless TV. Maybe reality shows. So number 1's pretty simple. And we're going to do number 3 as well. Blank, a green dog. That never happens. Okay. Now, number 4, this could be a little tricky, but I think this will be good. And let's do number 5. Can you blank that girl? Okay. So let's see. Number 1 is watch. Very good. Thank you, Jiyoon. I stayed up late watching rubbish TV last night. And look. Very good. Oh, sorry. Actually, number 1 should be watching. Okay. So I stayed up late last night watching rubbish TV. Because, so we had the past tense, I stayed up late watching rubbish TV. And number 4, watch out. Very good. So some people also say look out. So both of these are very common in English. So if someone says look out or watch out, that means be careful. Something is about to happen. So number 5 is, yeah, can you see that girl over there? Nice, good job, good job. Okay, so let's get rid of these. And what are some other good ones? We'll do a couple more and then we're gonna move on to a different sheet. Let's take a look. So number 6, this could be a little tricky. The police have been. So the police have been that house for over a fortnight now. So a fortnight, I think that's 20 nights. So the police, they're here at this house a long period of time. They're just kind of sitting there. Maybe they got binoculars. So that's number 6. And let's do number 7. This could also be tricky. He never blanks you in the eye. So this one, this is choice. He can control. He can control this one. He can choose. And number, let's see. Let's do number 9. Number 9 could be a bit of a tricky one. This one, this could have 2 adjectives. 2 verbs. All right. So, what do you think number 6, number 7, and number 9 are? Now this I did not explain, but this refers to experience. So this one, they're not talking about something that you can't really control. So this is something that just happened. Like you're watching TV, an advert comes on, you have no choice, it's there in front of you. So what do you think these 3 answers are? They're a little bit trickier than the first 4 that we did. All right. Don't worry if you get it wrong. It's not a big deal. No biggie. Number 6 is, look. Okay, good try, but the answer is actually watch. They have been watching. So the reason it's watch is because, so here's the police. So, and for 20 nights, they're just sitting there, watching that house to see if anything is happening. So typically, if you are looking at someone for a long time, you are watching them. You are watching the house. So that was a bit of a tricky one. Good try though, good try. Number 7, he never see you in the eye. Okay, good try, good try. It's actually look. He never looks you in the eye. So this is actually kind of an expression or a saying. So, you know, when you talk to people, typically, you know, you're going to look them in the eye. You're choosing to look at them. But if someone doesn't look at you in the eye, like this is considered kind of rude. Like he is not looking at him in the eye. He's like, yeah, I'm fine. How are you? Like it's considered bad social manners. So typically we say to look someone in the eye. Because remember, look, we choose, like we are focusing on something. And number 9, I think it's C. Let me take a look. Yeah, have you seen? Very good. Okay, so that was, well, I guess past, this is past tense. Have you seen that advert? But yeah, typically when we talk about movies, TV, yes, it's usually watch, but when we're talking about experience, about a TV program or a movie, when we're talking about watching a movie, like we usually say, oh, hey, have you seen the Avengers yet? I don't know why we use see when we're talking about experience for watching the Avengers, but it's kind of a funny rule in English. Okay. Maybe let's do, how are you feeling about this? Like, is this okay? Maybe we can do a couple more, let's do 2 more questions, then move on. All right. So, and if you have any questions about these, please do let me know. Let me see. Okay. Let's do number 13. Why are you blank at me? Okay, so this is a focused one, remember? And let's do number Number 14. Closely. All right, so 14, something me closely and I'll show you how to dance the cha-cha-cha. So this is going to be for maybe like a little bit of a longer period of time, like maybe 5 to 10 minutes. I'm going to teach you a song. I'm going to teach you how to dance. So something me closely. And then here, this is kind of focused. Oh yeah, and this preposition can give you a good hint at which one to use. I didn't explain that before, sorry. But you might be able to guess the preposition rule. All right, so these will be our last 2, and then we're going to move on to the next sheet. So what do we have? Why are you, yes, very good. Why are you looking at me? Yeah, why are you looking? So present continuous. Why are you looking at me in that funny way? So again, you can control the way. You can control the way you're looking at something. So not always, but often, look is followed by at. You look at something. And watch, very good. Watch me closely, and I'll teach you how to do the cha-cha-cha. Nice. Okay. All right, guys. So I think we're going to say bye-bye to this sheet for now. And I think I would like us to do some of the, there's 3 idioms, and then we're going to have a discussion where you're going to answer some questions trying to use these 3 verbs, okay? All right, so let's get rid of this. Well done, by the way, well done. Very good job with look, see, and watch. Okay, so what do we have here? Look up to, okay. So look up to. This is a very good idiom. It's used very often in English. Okay, so, So here's a person, for example, maybe this is my sister, my older sister, and this is me. All right, so, for example, I really look up to my older sister. I really look up to my older sister because she is very tough. She's really strong emotionally, and she is a very kind person. That's why I look up to her. So, to look up to, as it says right here, it means to respect and admire. That is what look up to means. To look up to someone. Okay, so that is look up to, as far as I can see. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna draw So this is as far as I can see. As far as I can see. So basically this means in my opinion. So like basically, let me think of a good sentence. Let's see, as far as I can see, she's done a great job. Okay, so my older sister, she gave birth in February to a baby girl. So my older sister, who I really look up to, I think she's awesome, smart, funny, and strong. She gave birth to a baby. And as far as I can see, she's done a really great job of raising her. So she's done a really great job of raising her baby. Like, she's a very loving, caring mother. So as far as I can see, my older sister is a great mother. So that's what it means. In my opinion, as far as I can see. As far as I can see. So this is another very good, good idiom that we use often. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of the look up to. And, okay. Oh, this is super easy. Okay. See ya. See you. See you later. See you around. I feel like why am I repeating myself? I'm sorry. You guys probably know these already. So this is slang for goodbye. So I say this often when I say goodbye to my friends. Usually I don't say goodbye. It's kind of formal. Instead, to my friends, I'll be like, see ya, see you later, see you around. So this is really common. So try saying this next time when you say goodbye to your friends or family. Be like, see ya. This means you're going to see them again probably pretty soon. You don't say this if you're saying goodbye to someone for a long time. So use it with your friends. It's very casual. All right, so those are the 3 idioms. So let's get rid of this. And we're all done with that. And now we are going to do some discussion. Woo, my favorite. So I know we're doing a lot of discussion today. Hope you don't mind. But it is a good way for you to, practice using the new words you've learned and, practice English. Okay, so discussion. Discussion. All right, so here we get to use some of the idioms we just learned. And also, in your responses, make sure you're try to use these 3 verbs in the correct way, mind you. All right, so number 1. Let's do number 1. Is there anyone you look up to? You look up to. Who are they? And why do you look up to them? Why do you look up to them? To them. Okay. So this doesn't have to be a person that you know personally. It could be someone famous, or it could be someone who's already dead. That's totally fine. So maybe there's a movie actor or actress you look up to. Maybe there's a president or a prime minister you look up to. So is there anyone you look up to? Who are they? Why do you look up to them? So feel free to write out your answer. For me, I think, who do I look up to? Well, obviously I talked about my sister. Another person I look up to is Michelle Obama. So that's Barack Obama, the previous US president's wife. So I look up to her because she is very well spoken, extremely educated and smart. And she really cares about the well-being of the United States of America, especially about education for children and their health. And like her husband, I think they have a lot of similar views, affordable health care. So that's why I look up to her. I think she's, I have a lot of respect for her. Also, being a Black woman in America, not easy. It's difficult. Black people are looked down on a lot in our society, which is pretty awful. But it's harder for a person of color, especially someone who is Black, to, get the same educational opportunities that white people get. So she was able to achieve a lot, and she wants everyone in America, all people of different classes and races, to be the same. So that's why I respect her. I really look up to Michelle Obama. So let me know who you look up to. You can choose more than one person. You can choose 2 people if you want, if you can't decide. Okay. Oh. Okay. I'm going to write out the second question too. Okay. Let's do number 3. Number 3. What is your all-time favorite movie? All-time favorite movie. Okay. So go ahead, keep typing out your answer for number 1, by the way. I would love to see it. So, what is your all-time favorite movie? Now, for your answer, please try to use one of these verbs. But which one should you use? I'm not going to tell you, but I think you know the answer. So what is your all-time favorite movie? Okay, and Ji-eun's got an answer. I look up to my mother. She always hard household affair and jobs. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's true. Mothers have a lot to do. It's very difficult to be a mother. Good, that's a nice person to look up to. All right, I just want to fix a bit of grammar if that's okay. She always, let's see. Yeah, I think she always hard. Usually the best way to say it is she always works hard. This is a good term to use in English, to work hard. So she always works hard at household affairs, and her job. And her job. Good. All right. So I'll put that down as a new word. One O, not two O's. To work hard. Okay. Very good. Thank you for your answer, Ji-eun. Yeah, I think I look up to my mother as well. She had to do a lot of work looking after us, like the household, admin, and affairs, and at her job. She worked very hard at her job. Good. Thank you for your answer. Now, all right, so your all-time favorite movie. Okay, what is my all-time favorite movie? I think my favorite movie to watch is, see what I did there? My favorite movie to watch is Titanic. Okay, it's hard to explain why I love this movie so much, but every time I watch it, I just feel like really excited, especially when the ship starts to sink and it tips over and then it breaks in half and then it goes under. Jack and Rose are like, oh my God, we gotta jump. Okay, hang on guys. And it's just like really fun. I think it's a very exciting movie, personally. Yeah, so I think the Titanic is my favorite movie of all time. What's your favorite movie of all time? Let me know. Titanic. It's been my favorite movie for a very long time. Okay. I think I need a new favorite movie. I need to watch more movies. I don't watch many movies. Okay. Let's take a look. Okay, number 4. Okay, we're going on the movie train. Are there any types of movies you dislike? So ones that you don't like to watch. If so, what kinds? Why do you dislike them? Oh, Notting Hill. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen that movie. I've seen that movie before. Yeah, good. Thank you, Ji-eun. Remember, when you write out a sentence, it might be nice to say, I love watching, or I love to watch Notting Hill, or my favorite movie to watch is Notting Hill. So instead of just typing out like little short answers, try to use these words, okay? Just try your best. Yeah, it's okay. But Notting Hill, I've seen it once. Good movie. Very nice movie. All right. So why do you dislike them? Okay. Now, so we talked about our favorite movies. Now we're talking about our least favorite movies. Okay. So Are there any kinds of movies you dislike? If so, what kinds? And why do you dislike them? Okay, so my example, I don't like to watch action movies sometimes. Some action movies are okay, but I don't know. I find action movies to be a little boring. For example, see what I did there? I watched John Wick with my husband. It was about this man who wanted revenge for his dead wife and his dead dog. So he took a gun, he's like, he's shooting everybody's heads off. There's blood everywhere. And it's like, okay, cool, whatever. I just didn't find it very interesting. So I don't like to watch action movies. Some action movies. Not all action, just some action movies. So I don't know, maybe I don't like watching John Wick. So some people might hate me for this because I know many people love John Wick, especially men, it seems. My husband loves John Wick, but I don't like watching John Wick. What about you, Jiyun? Are there any kinds of movies that you just, you really don't like? I don't like to watch horror movies. Okay, I see. Why don't you like watching them? Why don't you like them? I might be able to guess why, but no, you can still tell me. I don't know. I don't watch many horror movies. I think I'm okay with them, but I don't watch them often. I think I'm afraid that I'm going to get traumatized or scared if I watch them, so that's why I try to stay away from them. Some horror movies I've been okay with. Some of them don't scare me too much. But some of them really could be like really scary, I think. Let's see. All right, let's get rid of number 4. I think this was a horror movie. Train to Busan. That's the only horror movie I've watched recently. I quite liked it actually. I didn't mind Train to Busan. But yeah, I don't watch many horror movies otherwise, so I can't think of anything else. I haven't seen It. I heard It is a pretty scary one. Number 5 is a bit weird. Actually, look at number 5. Let's do number 5. Do you prefer fiction or non-fiction books and movies? Okay, so because it's scary. Okay, I was wondering if maybe it's a little too scary. That's fine, I understand. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to watch It, but I've heard it's quite scary, so I don't know if I should watch it or not. Maybe. Books and movies. Okay, so for this one, so it might be kind of tricky. Like, you can't usually use see, look, or watch a book. Typically, you read a book. So this is a bit of a different verb from see, look, watch. You read a book, you watch a movie. So do you prefer fiction or nonfiction books and movies? Which do you prefer? You know what fiction and nonfiction is, right? If you don't know, just let me know and I can explain it. But yeah, I prefer to read nonfiction books. I like to read about, things that have happened, like, I love environmental books. I like scientific books. And I like to read biographies. Movies, maybe I prefer fiction movies because with fiction movies, you can have so many cool effects on the screen. It's really cool to see, get it? It's really cool to see those special effects on the big screen. So I think I enjoy fiction movies and non-fiction books the most. That's my answer. Let me know what you guys prefer. Okay. And let's do number 7. Actually, no, we could do number 6. Do you prefer to watch movies in the theater or at home? Why? So you prefer fiction books and movies. Okay. So a little bit different from me. Cool. Right on. Nice. Okay. So, okay, we'll keep that question short. So I know we're kind of blasting through these questions a little bit quickly, just because we only have 10 minutes left. So, do you prefer to watch movies in the movie theater or at home, and why? So for me, I prefer to actually watch movies in the movie theater. Okay, just pretend COVID is not happening right now. Like before COVID, I preferred to watch movies in the theater because it was kind of fun. You know, you get to go somewhere, you get a big thing of popcorn, and like you get to sit in this big seat. You get a huge screen and like the loud sounds coming at you. So that's why I think I prefer to watch movies in the theater. That's just me. What about you? Where do you prefer to watch movies? And why do you prefer that? So, I kind of miss going to the movie theater actually. Though I heard they're opening again. I don't know if it's a good idea for people to go to a movie theater though, so I don't think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna wait till the whole COVID mess is over. Then I'll go back to a movie theater. But New Westminster has a really nice movie theater, like a really nice one. So it has like big reclining, these comfy, big black reclining seats. So that's why I like to go to the theater. Okay, Gian, you also prefer to watch movies in the theater. Nice. Why? Can you tell me why you prefer it? And let's do question number 7. Have you ever seen the same movie more than once? More than once? If so, name it or them. Okay. All right, so I'll let you keep typing about why you prefer the theater. Maybe you have similar reasons to me. Maybe your reasons are pretty different. Who knows? But yeah, I like the feel of the movie theater. It's fun. Yeah, it's always a nice one. Yeah, because of a big screen and cozy chair. Okay. So yeah, it's kind of the same reasons as me. I gotcha. Do you like the popcorn? Do you ever buy popcorn at the movie theater? I almost always buy popcorn at the movie theater. It's super expensive, but I don't care. Okay, so number 7. Have you ever seen the same movie more than once? If so, name that movie or name the movies. Oh, and good sound. Yes, okay. So yeah, good answer for the movie theater, Jiun. Thank you. Of course, the sound is so much better in a movie theater than at home. You can feel the sound. You feel it vibrating. Okay. Now, let's see. Oh God, there are so many movies I've seen. So for me, I've seen every Disney animated movie more than once. So When I was a child, I loved to watch Disney movies. So I would often watch them many times. Even now, I kind of like Disney animated movies. So every now and then I'll be like, oh, The Lion King, that was a good movie. Let's watch it. Boop. And I'll watch The Lion King. So yeah, I have many movies that I've seen more than once. Titanic, I've seen more than once. Studio Ghibli films like Spirited Away and Princess Mononoke, I've seen them more than once. Maybe this is why I don't watch many movies, because I keep watching the old ones over and over again. I need to expand my horizons. Are you the same, Jiyun? Do you like watch a lot of the same movies over again because you like them so much? I'm definitely like that. Okay, and we might have time for one more question. Oh, you've seen The Parent Trap more than once. Me too. I've seen The Parent Trap like 3 times. Well, the one from the 90s anyway. Not the old one, but the newer one. I've seen it like quite a few times. I loved that movie when I was a kid. Good movie. Classic, classic. Okay, so the last question. Let's do number 9. So, what is the scariest movie you've ever seen? And if you can't think of, oh, and you've watched Notting Hill more than once. Okay, I was wondering if you're going to put Notting Hill as well. I've only seen Notting Hill 1 time, actually. Maybe I should watch it again. It's about time. Okay, so if you can't think of scariest, you could also do funniest, or you could do most romantic. So I'll let you choose which one you want to talk about. Okay, what is the funny? Okay, for me, I think the funniest movie I've ever seen, the funniest movie I've ever seen, and then this is talking about experience, so we're going to use see, and past tense, seen, I've ever seen is the Lego Movie, believe it or not. The Lego Movie. I think this movie is so funny without having to be rude and crude. So yeah, I think the funniest movie I've ever seen is probably the Lego Movie. So again, feel free, you can choose scariest, funniest, or most romantic, or you can do all 3 if you like. What's the scariest movie I've ever seen? Like I said, I can't really think of many movies that have scared me. Okay, I can think of one. The scariest movie I've ever seen, for me, it's a Disney movie, and it's called The Brave Little Toaster. I don't know if you guys know this one or not. It's not a very famous movie, but it's about a toaster, and he has some friends, and he kind of looks like this. So there's like a little toaster, a lamp, a yellow blanket, a vacuum cleaner, and a radio. And they go on an adventure together to find the person that left them behind. And all this really scary stuff happens to them. And it made me cry when I was a kid. So I think The Brave Little Toaster is the scariest movie I've ever seen. This is a cartoon, by the way, so it's not supposed to be that scary. But for whatever reason, it scared me. All right. So unfortunately, we have run out of time. I'm sorry. If you don't have time to type out your answer, that's totally fine. Okay, so Alan will be here tomorrow to teach you. And a little bird told me that the school is opening up next week. Woohoo! So if you're going to be here at this school, it's going to be awesome to meet you in person. I will be here, and I really look forward to meeting you. Okay, thank you so much for your participation. Hope you have a wonderful day. See ya later.
you